hit you, plus injuries hit you, plus there were fouls out there. So how do you take this match especially?
Yeah, as I said it earlier, every match will be important for us. We got to keep our standards high because we are FC Goa and we want to play our way. Yes, we have three players who were hit with COVID and now they are in the isolation there. And yes, it's no excuses for us. We got to get back and the players have worked very hard in training.
As you have worked hard in your training, so as a coach, what have you kept in mind to clash against Youth Club? Because Youth Club Manora, we have seen that every game they are improving. They are coming from the better side of their football. So what are the key elements that you will keep in mind to break their celebration, make sure you go home celebrating?
Yeah, as we lost our last match, we played 5 matches and we just have 3 matches. We won the 3 matches. And now we have to get back in winning note. Manora is a good side. Even they want to work very hard and win this match. But yeah, it won't be that this for us difficult for us. But even our boys have trained very very hard and hope so everything will be fine for us.
Alright, thank you so much, Degi. We'll see you in the post-match. Well, that was Degi Cardozo with us here in the pre-match. We'll go to the other side to see what Youth Club Manora has to say as they take on the big giants FC Goa here at Dulet Stadium.
We are FC Goa and we want to play our style, were the words Degi Cardozo used in that pre-match interview. The first 11 has some changes for FC Goa, with Rolte, Kapil Hoble, Christy Davis, Delton Colasso, Sereno Fernandez, Joybert Almeida, Antonio da Silva, Wasim Inamdar, Ivan Costa, Leslie Rebello, Lalrem Ruata, and the formidable defensive pairing is a big miss today for FC Goa. Now we are on to the side of Youth Club of Manora. The men in red warming up for this big encounter in the history of the club. A new team in the Selwell Goa Professional League, as we saw the big man Jay Williamson. He will like to get back into the score sheet.
Yes, I'm on the other side of the ground and I'm at the sides of the Youth Club of Manora, who will be taking on the FC Goa Giants, the Gors out here, and I have with me the assistant coach with me. Coach, we have also seen that today you will be the main leader, because as in the previous match we saw the head coach also getting was shown a red card, and also there was a red card in your team as well. So what is the pressure on you?
I don't feel any pressure because we have already discussed all the issues that we are going to face today along with the main coach and also with the management. So we have been together, we have discussed all the things, so it should be fine.
As you said, everything should be fine in your way. So what is the key element that you have kept in mind to make sure that you are going to give a good fight to FC Goa out today?
Yeah, definitely we have given the performance in every match. We have improved with every match, so we will give the good performance.
Are there any major changes or strategy that you have kept in mind to make sure that you go home celebrating and spoiling their celebration today?
Not really, but we are going to play as per our plan, and if we strike at the right moment, we will definitely do it.
Thank you so much, Coach. We'll see you in the post-match. Well, that's all we have in the pre-match interaction here at Dulet Stadium. The kickoff in next couple of minutes. Enjoy this wonderful kickoff from Dulet Stadium. The kickoff in next few moments.
James DeCosta, an ever smiling assistant coach. I dare say assistant coach because he's the head coach for today. And there are some changes in that first 11 for Youth Club of Manora. And Luis Barreto retains his position. Clive Colasso comes back into the team. Joyvin Carnero, Joel Fernandez, Aniston Fernandez, Arvind Silva, Nicholas Fernandez, the captain, Michael Silva, Frazier Castagna, Sweden Barbosa, a name in that first 11, and Jay Williamson. Onto the points table for the Selwell Goa Professional League. You can see FC Goa down in 6th position when they've only played 5 games. It's a very important encounter to get back into that top 4 slot, whereas Youth Club of Manora, they really need to battle and win this game or get a point out of it, because otherwise they will be in that dogfight along with Velsau and Sessa for the relegation. We're just waiting for the teams to walk in, as there has been some small delay in proceedings as the referees walk in with the two teams, Youth Club of Manora and FC Goa. Big match today for both teams, but in very different contexts altogether. FC Goa trying to stay in that battle for the title. If they manage a win today against Youth Club of Manora, they will be in that battle. They will be considered and they will demand that. Whereas Youth Club of Manora, we know that they are a new team, but FC Goa won't have it easy today, because Youth Club of Manora have been really upping the ante. They lost a narrow match against Salgaonkar Football Club, whereas FC Goa are trying to come back after a long time. The referees for today: Sunil Nanaudkar, Sainath Haldankar, Purushottam Mapri, and fourth official Shiva Gosavi. And the match commissioner is for today Raghunath Tilu Gosavi. The final huddle before the battle on the ground at the Tulay Stadium today against a very new club in the Selwell Goa Professional League, Youth Club of Manora. FC Goa have some players missing today, especially the big names Brian Faria and Lalmangai Sanga Papuya missing today. It's a makeshift defense for FC Goa. But we heard in the words of Tegi Cardozo that the young lads are really out there to prove themselves. They've worked very hard in training. They've taken advantage of that longer break that they've got. And today is a day where these young boys will be looking to confine the likes of Youth Club of Manora to the relegation zone. I'm sure Youth Club of Manora will have different plans, as we see the flag of Youth Club of Manora just behind their dugout. They will look to keep the Manora flag flying high as Wasim Inamdar goes into an early pressing situation and concedes the foul on Joyvin Carnero. Joyvin leaving the ball behind for Barreto. It'll be interesting to see how Manora shape up against the likes of Youth Club of I beg your pardon, FC Goa, because FC Goa are a team which bang themselves on a very highly pacey football game, but on the other hand, Youth Club of Manora are a team which really like to defend altogether. They play it from the back. And they try to hit the teams on the counter attack. They have a big man up front for them in the shape of Jay Williamson, and he did score against Calingut Association in that big win rather for Youth Club of Manora, the first in their history, in their very new history of the Selwell Goa Professional League. And And there is Clive coming back into the team today after the suspension that he had got for receiving that red card against the likes of Calangute Association itself. And this is Lalram Ruata. This is Dylan De Silva. Puts it out long, Dylan, and it's gone out for a throw-in for Youth Club of MANORA. This is Clive Aniston. Clive again, that's beautiful play from Clive and Aniston. Aniston still in possession of the ball. Aniston looks for Nicholas Fernandez, who doesn't quite get to the ball, and this is Joel Fernandez, who's been very impressive so far in the league, and so has Michael Silva been, but just been those little moments where a football match is normally decided that has been letting the likes of MANORA down, and that will come with experience. It's all about getting through the tough matches when they're battling it out, losing narrowly in the end to the likes of Selgarkar Football Club, Youth Club of MANORA. But they have gone toe to toe with the big teams, MANORA, and they will be looking to continue that good work today here against FC Goa. This is Ralte. He has been stripped of the ball, but as you can see, a familiar situation for Jay, that he is very lonely up front and is not quite getting the support from the teammates that you would expect when a team is in possession of the ball. And this is Kapil Hoble, Christy Davis, back to Kapil. Kapil goes long, looking for that option of Joybert, who heads it back to Lalrem Ruata. This is Lalrem playing that 1-2 with Wasim and Amdar. Then Christie's header. This is Wasim, beautifully lobs it and tries to shimmy his way past, but couldn't get it under control. This is Joyvin Carnero. Frazier sends it long. This is Serenio Fernandez, beautifully done by Christy Davis. Leslie plays it wide to Ralte. Ralte looking for Delton Colasso, but has gone out for a MANORA throw-in. Clive Colasso playing in that left back position for MANORA today, because the likes of Joel Fernandez and Michael Silva seem to be a well settled pair. We've seen early on in the league where Joel was the one who was playing left back, and Clive and Michael pairing up in the center of the defense, but it has been shifted because Michael and Joel have been very impressive. As the cross comes in, this is an early chance, and the header comes in from Joybert, which goes straight into the hands of Luis Barreto as Jay chases this. This is a chance for Jay! Just couldn't reach it in time. In the end, he catches Dylan De Silva on the face. I'm sure that was not intentional from Jay, and he had all the right to go for that ball. As that long ball came in, two defenders shielding it off, and the ball was slightly short from Leslie, and you can see that Jay was running away from the ball, and as Dylan tried to come out and collect it, his head almost clashing with the knee of Jay, and he who will receive some medical attention from the FC Goa physio. This is that chance from Ivan Costa with that cross in, and then Joybert's header straight to Luis Barreto, and then that kick straight from Luis Barreto looking for Jay, and that was a good ball from Luis Barreto trying to release his striker who almost got there on that header from Leslie, being collected in the end by Dylan De Silva. Now you see the coaching staff of FC Goa. There are some big names out there today. What an opportunity for those young guns. Today for FC Goa, what a chance to prove themselves in front of their main team boss. Some big names in the stand today. We'll see that foul again. We'll get back to that situation, but Christy Davis just bringing down Sweden Barbosa. Michael Silva standing over this free kick for FC Goa. The ball comes in, and that's slightly short. It could have been better from Michael, and this is Nicholas Fernandez. Keeps the ball in. The cross comes in, and Dylan De Silva this time collecting it, and this time Jay comes out worse in that clash against Dylan. Almost a little bit of a payback for Dylan De Silva against Jay. We'll see that again as this ball comes in from Nicholas. This time Dylan's knee catching Jay. A tit for tat almost between them, but I'm sure none of them really meant it as the game goes on with Dylan square passing to Serino, who goes long, and then the clearance from Joybert, and Jay trying to win that ball for Manora. This is Christy Davis, spreads it out for Delton Colasso, but Clive does well and puts it out for a throw-in. This is Christy. This is Joybert on his left foot. Just about keeps it in for Lalrem Ruata. Serino back to Christie. This is Serino again. Lalrem Ruata. Lalrem plays it to Wasim, and then Wasim's flick on for Kapil Hoble goes out for a Manora throw in. Going back to some big names in the stands today at the Dhule Stadium, we have the FC Goa head coach Juan Fernando sitting there and watching these young lads perform. Maybe he will take note of some youngsters performing very well, and maybe some of these young lads. There you see Juan Fernando, the Spanish head coach for FC Goa. What an opportunity for these young boys. FC Goa, of course, coming fourth in the ISL League table. And then losing out to Mumbai City FC in the semi-finals in a very, very hard-fought contest where they lost out in the penalty shootouts. The first leg did end up all square at 2-2, and then the second leg was goalless, and in the penalties in a dramatic semi-final, FC Goa couldn't just squeeze their way through to the final, losing to eventual winners Mumbai City FC, as we see Nicholas Fernandez being brought down by Leslie over there, bringing down Nicholas Fernandez. Also getting a yellow card, Leslie. That it's not very late into the game, that's pretty early into the game for a yellow card for Leslie. He's got to be careful now coming into the match today against Manora, playing his first game for the FC Goa development team, and this is where the likes of Jay Williamson and Nicholas Fernandez can combine. This is where Jay is so dangerous. Can he deliver a good ball as the ball comes in? And that is a fantastic ball in from Nicholas Fernandez. None of the Manora players can really get on the end of it, but what an opportunity that was. That was a beautifully delivered ball by Nicholas Fernandez. And this is Joywin. Lalrem gets the foul. Sweden Barbosa is the man who brings Lalrem down. Sereno standing over this free kick. Kapil Hoble tries to switch the game, but it's landed up with Nicholas Fernandez, who tries to take it in his stride, but he cannot quite control it, and this has gone out for NFC Goa. Throw in again. This is Ivan Costa, who clumsily gives it away. Clive will take this throw in from Manora. As I mentioned earlier, that this is a great opportunity for these FC Goa young development team to prove their mettle in front of the head coach of FC Goa, Juan Fernando. The coach who hails from Spain, but it is also a brilliant opportunity for a club from the village of Raya, a youth club of Manora, to show their talent out there. And who knows, one of these young players might just be scouted in to the main team of FC Goa next season. This is how Indian football has given a platform for such youngsters to shine. Brilliant opportunity, as I said, for these young lads playing on the field today, battling to get a win for their team, as the header comes out of Lalrem's free kick. This is Sereno Fernandez, back to Dylan De Silva, back to Sereno. Lalrem, Sereno to Leslie, Christy Davis plays it square to Lalrem. Lalrem tries to play it long, but has been intercepted by Manora, and this is Frazier Castagna putting the ball in, but Leslie dealing with it well. But danger not averted. This is This is Aniston who gave that ball to Arvind, but he lost out on it, and then Aniston again doing well to win it back. Aniston to Sweden Barbosa, who tries to wriggle his way past but fails to do so, and this is Wasim Namdar. Aniston's ball again. This is Nicholas's ball in now, and Jay cannot get on the end of it. But this is a great opportunity today for Manora to get an upset over FC Goa. They have quite a few players missing today. Bryson also missing in the ranks. The very influential midfielder Bryson Dubin Fernandez. This is Christy Davis trying to switch play with Joyvin's header to Frazier, and then Frazier tries to turn his way, but again loses out on the ball. Arvind not having a good day in the office. This is Lalrem's curler, but doesn't really bother Luis Barreto. And that's about the third time that we've seen Arvind Silva losing the ball in a very dangerous position for Manora. This is Joel Fernandez. Very clumsy from the boys in white. It's gone out for an FC Goa throw-in. This is Ralte to Ivan. Ralte going on his overlapping runs and flicks it back to Ivan. This is Christie driving in. This is a good run from Christie. He's still going. Christie Davis! A good tackle in the end from Frazier Castagna. That was smelling like danger for Youth Club of Manora. You can see this run. This is a beautiful run from Christy Davis, controlling it all the way from the right hand side into that penalty box. Such close control on his left foot, Christy Davis. I'm sure the likes of Juan Fernando must have kept a note of that. This is Savino Fernandez. Lalrem. Lalrem's ball looking for Kapil Hoble, but Joyvin clears it. But this is Joybert. Joybert on his not so preferred right foot tries to take that shot on goal, but nowhere close to Luis Barreto being troubled. This is Joyvin's ball, which is looking for Sweden Barbosa, but it has gone out for a throw-in for FC Goa, with Kapil Hoble taking this throw-in. Joybert plays it to Wasim Namdar and then has released Joybert, and it will go straight into the hands of Luis Barreto. Barreto plays it long. Looks for Sweden Barbosa again, and again thrown from a similar position for Hoble. That is Kapil Hoble switching play to Leslie. This is Ivan Costa losing out the ball to Aniston. He's done that quite a few times today, Aniston Fernandez. Winning the ball in a dangerous position. And then again being pegged back by that foul from Ivan Costa. And it's Aniston back to Clive Colasso. And then Michael slides in and Lalrem is fouled by Arvind Silva, and this time he will get a yellow card. Arvind Silva is not having the best day in the office right now. Being played in that first 11 of MANORA team, which has been impressing. On a day where you need to show up, Arvind Silva really needs to do better than that. He's lost the ball quite a few times and then now gets the yellow card on Lalrem. This is a good ball. This is Ivan again. The ball comes in and then an acrobatic effort from Joybert. Boy, if he did connect on that, it would have been one of the most spectacular goals you'll ever watch. Nonetheless, it didn't quite come off for Joybert. This is Ralte. Ralte goes with the long ball to Ivan Costa, but again Joel Fernandez doing well to intercept that ball, but not doing so well to control it as he puts it out for another throw-in for FC Goa. Ralte to take this throw-in for FC Goa. Joel's header will again go out for another throw-in. This is Lalrem. Close control from Lalrem, looking for Ralte, who leaves it behind him. Nicholas does well. This is Sweden Barbosa. Sweden goes on his run. Luckily still retains position, but then Lalrem strips him off the ball and plays it to Kapil Hoble. Lalrem again. This is Leslie. You can see Deki Cardozo in the background ushering his players forward. This is Delton Colasso. Sereno Fernandez plays it to Ralte on his overlapping run, but can't quite control that. This is Joybert. He will try to unleash that left foot of his. This is Kapil Hoble. Kapil's shot has been curled and deflected past Luis Barreto's goal. It was a decent effort from Kapil Hoble. The idea was right, but it has been deflected wide for a corner kick. You can see Derek Pereira also present there in the stands, the technical director of FC Goa. Not happy right now with the performance of his boys, as this long clearance comes off. This is Jay Williamson looking for Sweden Barbosa, who cannot quite control that, because that was a decent run from Jay again. Well, that's really been the problem for the youth club of MANORA. Well, they have been coming forward in those counter-attacking positions. They've got into good positions, but that final pass and movement has been missing from their game. I'm sure the coaches will be working on that aspect of the game, and they're still new, and with experience they will do well. As the shot comes in from Joybert, and it's a low save down to his left from Luis Barreto, as we'll see the replay again as Lalrem's ball comes in, and then Joybert on his weaker right foot rifles that shot in, but I think the referee has called it back for an offside. It wouldn't have counted even if it went in from Joybert. Barreto plays it long. This is Clive Colasso. Again the long ball. This time this is Wasim Inamdar against Jolvin. Cuts in Wasim Inamdar. Kapil Hoble. Christy Davis. Christy against Arvind wins the throw-in. Quite surprised with the referee's decision over there, Kapil Hoble and the FC Goa players, because the referee has given a throw-in Youth Club of Manora's way. The flick on from Jay finds Sweden Barbosa. This is Nicholas Fernandez. Clive Colasso plays it back to Michael. Joyvin. Michael again. Michael's long ball has been won by FC Goa. This is Christy Davis. Plays it back to Kapil. And Kapil's long ranger will not trouble Luis Barreto at all. And this goes to show how organized the Youth Club of Manora defense is, because they're restricting this FC Goa team to the longer route towards goal, because we can see them taking those shots from a distance, not really bothering the likes of Luis Barreto so far. This is Dylan De Silva, calmly strolling with the ball, and then puts himself under some kind of pressure from Sweden Barbosa, but he's put out a beautiful ball to the left hand side to Kapil Hoble, and he cannot quite control it as Joyvin wins the throw-in. This is Jay. And the referee has given a foul throw against Joyvin. How many times do we see that? This is Christy Davis. Comes off Aniston. Another throw-in for FC Goa. 30 minutes played. You're edging closer towards that cooling break, which is mandatory in today's game post the pandemic. This is Arvind Silva. Michael Silva clears it, headed out easily by Leslie, as the flick comes on, and then Joybot bundling into the defender, but then Christy Davis's high foot on Aniston gives away that foul, as the referee has blown his whistle for the cooling break. Youth Club of Manora are holding this FC Goa team goalless so far, as we can see Daniel and Ronald Jones in the stands supporting the Manora team. It's been an interesting battle, really, between FC Goa and Youth Club of Manora. Both teams cancelling each other out in that midfield region. Even if FC Goa are just going past that midfield region, it's the organisation of the Manora defence which is being hard to break down at the moment, as we can see those high profile names in the stands. Juan Fernando, Derek Pereira, Clifford Miranda also in there today. not a bad crowd to play in front of, even if though the crowds are not allowed, but those are some big names in the stands today, and that should be motivation enough for these young players to put their best foot forward in this kind of a situation, because who knows, an impressive display will earn an opportunity at the highest level of football in India, the Indian Super League. This is Leslie Pereira, switches it to the left hand side. Kapil Hoble, Sereno Fernandez, back to Kapil to Joybert, beautifully done by Joybert to go past Joywin, twisting and turning. Joybert not quite finding the accuracy in the pass back to Kapil. Then Christie's switch finds Ralte with a few step overs, trying to find Ivan Costa. This is Ralte again. Wasim Inamdar going one-on-one against Aniston. This is Ralte's ball in, and Joybert trying to get Lalrem Ruata this time. Somehow the ball lands up with Luis Barreto, who plays a decent spread out to Jay Williamson, and Jay has a poor touch on the ball, gives the ball away to Sereno. This is Kapil Hoble, plays in Lalrem. That was the first bit of exciting football we've seen from FC Goa, creating a few triangles in there, playing some intricate passing down the right hand side, trying to create and be innovative. And that's what they need more often than not, to break down a stubborn defense like the one Manora have right now. This is Delton Colasso on the left, switching wings. This is Delton playing it back to Christie to Lalrem, plays Delton switches flanks to Ralte twisting and turning his way past. This is Wasim Inamdar. Wasim's ball comes in, and then the header from Kapil Hoble goes wide of Luis Barreto's goal. A better spell of football from FC Goa. We'll see this once again. There's Wasim Inamdar just cutting back in onto his left and then putting in a delightful cross in. And Kapil Hoble maybe should have done a little bit better than that. As this goal kick comes in from Luis Barreto. This is Christy Davis again. Plays it back to Ralte. Leslie Pereira. Ivan giving the ball away to Aniston again. How many times have we seen Aniston do that in this first half, as Jay Williamson brings it down on his chest and tries to volley it towards the goal, and it has been blocked by Sereno Fernandez for the first corner for Youth Club of Manora today. That was beautiful technique from Jay to bring the ball down on his chest. And again, the presence in the box will trouble the FC Goa players as this ball comes in. It's been just headed out. Nicholas Fernandez going for that shot, then Jay brings it down on his chest again, plays it back to Michael Silva. He plays it wide, but Ralte gathering up the ball, and this is where Delton is so dangerous. Delton is running at the defense. Michael Silva in chase, and this is a chance, and haven't really gone out of danger. This is comedy of errors right now, and finally, boy, would you believe it, Youth Club of Manora had about 4 or 5 opportunities to clear that ball out. It could have been a penalty as well. Delton Colasso doesn't finish it. Joybert doesn't have a chance, and then another chance to clear it. Ivan then, and then somehow Joybert, with a lot of relief, just bangs it into that goal as Luis Barreto makes a save, and we'll see this again. The tackle comes in, Lalrem Ruata, that is a chance to clear it, and then the deflection allows Joybert to volley it home on a hapless grounded Luis Barreto, as this deflection comes in from Joel Fernandez. How unlucky is that for Youth Club of Manora? But that is the situation where Delton Colasso is so dangerous when he has space to run at, and then it is almost lights out for the defenders, because the pace he possesses could be trouble for any defender that is going up against him in a one-on-one situation. And he proved that once again as Michael Silva came lunging into that tackle. But Ivan, I beg your pardon, Delton stayed on his feet. Could have won that penalty, but he stayed on his feet. Here's that man again, Delton Colasso. Look at that close control. The ball comes in. This is Lalrem Ruata being chased down by Joyvin. Lalrem does well, but Joyvin wins the goal kick for Youth Club. And getting back to that chance which led to that goal from Delton Colasso. There you see Delton. Basically he's the man who created that whole chance for Joybert, but boy, is he a pleasure. Isn't he a pleasure to watch in those kind of situations? Delton Colasso taking defenders one-on-one. But he really should have finished that past Luis Barreto. Barreto made a good save, making himself big in front of Delton, but then really the Manora defense should have dealt with it. Really should have dealt with it. And here's that man again, one-on-one situation against Joyvin. Step over, comes in, tries to get past Michael Silva, but this time Michael does well. It could have been dangerous from Michael as well, as that lunging tackle from the back could have led to a penalty as well as a red card, because that was a last man challenge on Delton. This is Ivan Costa, Lalrem Ruata, Joybert. He's opened his account in this year's league as this ball comes in again, this time from Wasim Namdar. Goes straight to Luis Barreto. Shimmies it up straight, looking for Jay. This could be dangerous. Jay gets it under control, twisting and turning. Jay, this is all alone. Jay Williamson plays it to Sweden Barbosa, who takes a very weak shot, and the attack has died down again for Manora. That really has been the problem. Not enough support for Jay up front as Sweden Barbosa comes forward, but then takes a very feeble shot at goal, and not the most impressive one, and that will not trouble Dylan De Silva at all. However, 41 minutes played at the Dulair Stadium. FC Goa looking very comfortable right now, taking a 1-goal lead against Youth Club of Manora. Christie's header. This is Arvind Silva. Arvind plays it back to Michael. This is Joel Fernandez. This is Aniston Fernandez. Aniston plays in Sweden Barbosa over there, but he's won a foul there, Sweden. There's that man Jay. Michael Silva will take this free kick. The obvious target up front, and it goes way over Jay's head and no one gets at the end of it. Not enough players up front for Youth Club of Manora to create any kind of trouble for the men in orange. This is Dylan De Silva's goal kick. Lalrim's header, and Ivan Costa trying to come and flick it on. Wins the header again, Lalrim. Arvind Silva. This is Frazier. This is Joyvin now on the right hand side. Joyvin cuts back in, looking for Jay. That was a good attempt to play in Jay, but Leslie is the man who's cleared that ball. This is Delton, and that's a beautifully spread out ball looking for Joy, but good vision, good idea, but Michael Silva was alert, gets it down. Christy Davis now taking control of that midfield along with Lalrem. Ralte playing a quick 1-2 with Lalrem and plays it back to Leslie, who plays it square to Sereno Fernandez. Deggy Cardozo opting for a 3-5-2 formation today. And the three, Max, Sereno, Leslie and the referees are all smiles, and they will be looking to keep their calm in this big clash here at the Dullair Stadium. It is a blockbuster encounter on a blockbuster Sunday for the people of Goa. They will be glued, and the referee blows the whistle to Alvarez. Early crossing, and what a chance! 40 seconds into that match, and that chance couldn't have fallen to a better man for Salgaonkar. Schmondal, left-footed cross in. This is a chance, and what a save that is from Jason DeMello. It wouldn't have counted anyway, but what a save that was. Creative in that attacking third. Selvin ends up fouling Stefan De Costa. Kuldeep just apologizing to the ref. He knows he clipped. And the ball comes in. That has been punched out. Oh, that has been just missed by Selvin Miranda. Picks up the ball. This is Prathmesh. Selvin again. Selvin tries to drive in. This is Saish Madal. Shot! That's a good effort. Salgaonkar racking up the shots on goal at the moment, trying to get those statistics up. This in the league so far. Selvin Miranda's corner comes in, and that is finally, not surprisingly, Salgaonkar Football Club have taken the lead with Stefan Da Costa. Stefan again, he gets it eventually. Being brought down by Sandwell, who will get that yellow card. That was more out of frustration than anything else from Sandwell. As the whistle comes in from the referee, it is half-time. Salgaonkar Football Club leading Vasco Sports Club 1-0. This is opened up for Salgaonkar with Valentino Nazareth on the right hand side. This is a chance, and it is the second goal! Look at this move right from the start, playing a small triangles over there in the midfield region. Vasco Sports Club are being outplayed right now. Valentino's ball in, and the header comes in. This is a chance again. Kuldeep somehow gets the ball off, but it's not danger averted. This is Selvin Miranda getting into the box, takes the shot in, and it's deflected out. And this is a chance. This is a one-on-one situation. We'll get back to that. Believe it or not, Sanju Thapa has just saved Vasco Sports Club. Gets it in the form of Valentino Nazareth. Stefan shot! Surprised if I say Salgaonkar Football Club have scored the third goal. And then the celebration. Plays it, and this is a chance again. Stefan, can he get his hat-trick? And he does get his hat-trick. Stefan Da Costa. And blows the final whistle. The scoreline at full time, it is Salgaonkar Football Club 4, Vasco Sports Club 0. In red and Tempo Sports Club in blue today. This is a very strong, a full strength Tempo Sports Club side which has been put out there by Samir Naik. The same goes for Kaligit Association. They've put out their strongest team outside. And there is the referee's whistle. Tries moving forward. Jumps into the challenge, and boy, that's a very early yellow card. Look at that, that is very dangerous from Krishnanath Shirodkar. Look at that touch from Pilvan Dimalo. This is Richard Cardos. Cuts in, and then the left-footed shot has gone wide. Nixon's long ball. This is Siddharth Shirodkar. Wow, he has opened the scoring yet again. Can anyone stop this man at the moment? Look at this move now. Chaitan Dabolkar's crossing, and another chance. Tempo player Fulgango Cardozo. This is Siddharth Shirodkar. Does well, puts the cross in, and this is 2-0 to Kaligit Association. Kuame Jr. with the movement. As Devan DeMello brings down Chaitan Dabolkar, who stayed on the ground clutching the back of his head. This is Chaitan. What a beautifully played ball. Look at this movement. Vineet's ball really pressing them high whenever they try to play it out from the back. Look at this ball from Chaitan Dabolkar, and then Vineet trying to cut it back. And as the referee brings the first half, as Kaligit Association at halftime lead Tempo Sports Club 2-0. Plays in Kuame Jr. who heads it past Shalom Perez, and then takes a very good shot, which has been saved by Melroy Fernandez. And then Daryl's cross comes in, and a diving header this time from Krishnanath, and Paramveer was diving in behind him. And look at this chance. This is Siddharth Kundaikar. Has he got it through? And tries that cheeky chip over Melroy, who does well, and then Edwin Vegas clears that ball. They do, and that is the comeback. Suraj Hatkonkar does get it up and over the wall into the bottom corner of Paramveer's goal. This is Mark Jr. Mark tries to volley that in, and then the shouts go up, and Edwin Vegas gets the yellow card. And the final whistle goes from the referee. The Tempo player sink to the ground has beaten Tempo Sports Club 2-1 at full time. The teams are ready to walk in, led by the referees. The referees for today: Akash Telugu, Raja Peer, Devraj Tari, and fourth official Niazi Abu. The final huddle coming in from both teams. And there is the whistle. The long ball comes in, and that is a chance. Wow, that is almost into the back of the net from Janio. Joyson's ball comes in, and there is the flick on, and then Janio should have buried that. We've seen Goan football, but they come again. Savlon Cardozo, this is the cross in, and another miss. Savlon Cardozo with a beautiful run down the left hand side, as it has been the story. This is Brian Mascarena standing over the free kick. It's a good free kick, and what a chance that was. I think Kluzna Pereira, yes it is Kluzna Pereira who headed that ball. Things are going a little out of hand, and gives a yellow card. And then plays a beautiful crossfield ball. Savlon Cardozo, still what a tackle that is, and it's still not danger averted. Ganesh Thakur's shot is blocked by Janio, and then the shot comes in. That's a beautiful cross, and that is the first goal of the match. Jesloy Moniz has made amends for the two sitters he's missed in this half. As the referee's whistle goes for half-time, the score reads Panjim Footballers 0, Velsau Sports and Cultural Club 1. This is Rohan Rodriguez. This is Romario Da Costa. That's brilliantly done from the man Romario Da Costa. Boy, has he been impressive today in terms of these crosses. And that was another chance. This is Valmiki Miranda, and that is skimmed the top of the bar. What a chance that is. Valmiki Miranda does very well. Boy, have Velsau been impressive today, and that's another cross! Look at this run from Ganesh Thakur. Is keep that on goal. Akram is actually forward now. The ball comes in. Akram Yadwad! What an inspirational change from Thomas Alvarez! The cross comes in, just flicked on by Akram. And the goal from Brian Mascarenas! Look at this walk from Shamir Babu Swami. Akram Yadwad with the header, flick on, and then Savlon Cardozo lays it off for that thunderous left foot, and it goes through Janio's legs. And there is the jubilation. Look at the happiness, look at the smiles on the faces of these players. The full-time score, Panjim Footballers have lost 1 goal to 2 to Velsau Sports and Cultural Club. The two teams today, the Greens Salgaonkar Football Club and the Reds Youth Club of Manora. What a big game we have today at the Dulai Stadium. We have seen Youth Club of Manora put on spirited displays. This is Coetano, Aniston. Jay with the header, oh Leon, that was a brilliant header. Jason De Mello gets down. That is a very early chance, could have been one of the fastest goals. Lewis gives it away. This is Stephen Satalkar again. That is brilliant from Stephen. Somehow manages to gather the ball back. This is that mistake from Luis Burato, who gives it straight to that dangerous Stephen Satalkar, who leaves Michael Silva. This is Selvin Miranda. Crosses it in, and that is a chance! But the whistle had gone. The cross coming from Selvin Miranda, and then takes the hand. Pratmesh was the player who has been brought down by Jay. Fighting with the top teams of Goa, Salgaonkar being one of them, and look at this run from Selvin Miranda, and then Jay. There you see that shoulder barge just getting Selvin Miranda off balance. Can they live up to these anticipations? Selvin Miranda with the free kick. It comes in, and it has beaten Luis Barreto. The ever so impressive Selvin Miranda. There goes the half-time whistle. The scoreline at half-time at the Dulai Stadium reads Youth Club of Manora 0, Salgaonkar Football Club 1. This is promising from Youth Club of Manora. Joliston with the cross. Here comes the header, and that is the best chance of the match for Manora. That was very, very well worked. That's a beautiful ball. This is Hazel Gomez. And what a shot that was. I've almost lost that. But what a chance. That almost came out of nowhere for Salgaocar Football Club. And there is that shot, beautifully taken. Luis Barreto was just a spectator there of Youth Club of Manora. But in the meantime, they are in attack. Frazier puts the ball in, and what a chance again. There's that ball from Frazier. Jay does rise up, but that header from him goes over the bar. And as the referee blows the final whistle for the game, but at full time at the Dulair Stadium, Youth Club of Manora 1-0. And we're all set at the Dulair Stadium as the ball boys and the referees lead the two teams out in the middle. Two new captains for two teams. Devnath Mondal captaining Churchill Brothers out today, and Dominic Roy Suarez captaining Sessa Football Academy today. We're just waiting for the referee's whistle, and it comes. This is Asif Ali Molla trying to go on a wriggly run. That's beautifully done by Asif. Asif tries to thread it through for Rakesh Das, but it is intercepted by the defense. Verito looking for Rakesh Das's run. Rakesh Das does end up fouling Maran Pereira there. But in the meantime, this is Rakesh Das, and this is Maran Mendes' shot. Frankie looking for Trijoy. This is Rakesh Das. Trijoy dies. And the through ball to Rakesh Das. Joban Cardozo plays a good ball to Yagya. Yagya does well. Can he keep it in? Yagya with the cross, and this is a chance, and he does it there. Trijoy has scored the first goal for Churchill Brothers. Boy, did they need that. At the end of this halftime whistle, rather, from the referee, is leading 1-0. He's got a brilliant left foot, Yagya Kapoor. Corner kick comes in. Maran Mendes with the free header. This is Samir Kashyap, does very well against Yagya Kapoor and concedes the foul. Vishnu Gosavi's corner comes in. Kayetan Fernandez's rise. It's still drilling, and that's a shot in. It's still coming, and that's a block at the right time. But this is Rakesh Das on the counter-attack. One-on-one with Aniket, and he ends up fouling Aniket. He doesn't have the legs, and the referee does show a yellow card to Rakesh Das. This is going to be a long throw in again. Ball comes in, that is dangerous, and not a chance. Maran Mendes' flick on, easily collected in the end by Sapam Singh. There's Sandeep and Joban fighting for the ball, and then Vishnu has gone straight at each other. Straight red card to both players, Vishnu Gosavi and Asif. Rakesh Das playing a good 1-2 with Shashad. Shashad still going. Shashad brings the save of Sapam Singh, a double save from Sapam Singh to keep Sessa Football Academy in the game. The final whistle from the referee, and the full-time score here at the Dulair Stadium. It is Churchill Brothers Sporting Club 1, Sessa Football Academy 0. Teams walk in, led by the referees. And the referee's whistle blows, and Velsau starts proceedings with Marcus Mascarenas chasing them down. And this is a through to Savlon Cardozo early on for Sporting. Playing quick square passes. And the long ball comes in from Brian. And this is Jesloy Moniz. The first yellow card very early on in the game. This is a good run. Alan Pixoto wins the second corner. Course, and the ball comes in. That is a chance, and that is the first goal. And look at this header. Absolutely no chance for the goalkeeper. Plays it short. The shot comes in, and it is just the top of the net. That was a close call for Sporting. That's a beautiful ball through. This is Rohit Totar, and that is the second goal wing of play, and then Rohit Totad with an absolutely clinical finish with his left foot. Presley Mascarenas has no chance of saving that. Altenvez is really an example of it in the defense, and the corner comes in, and that is dangerous, but Ozin Silva just gets back on town. Another corner comes in, this time Ozin Silva, the volley comes in, and that has been cleared off the line. Gautam Dias's clearance has taken a deflection off a Welsau player and gone out for a goal kick. That is the half-time whistle from the referee. Finally, the half-time score. It is Welsau Sports and Cultural Club 0, Sporting Club de Goa 2. This is a chance. Sachid Anand! Will that be cleared? And that is cleared off the line. What a breathtaking save that is. That had only one destination, and that is the back of the net. And this is Marcus Mascarenas with a chance. Marcus Mascarenas has made it 3-0 to Sporting Club de Goa. And this is Jeswar Moniz, who was put through on goal by Mascarenas' free kick, and Ozin Silva. Sachidanand Satelkar into the box now, and he has scored the 4th goal for Sporting Club de Goa. Justin Cardoz and Gautam Dai standing over the ball. This is most likely Justin Cardoz. He's going to take it, and there is the final whistle from the referee. The full-time story here: Welsau Sports and Cultural Club 0, Sporting Club de Goa 4-goal thumping. It is a big match in the scheme of things, because Panjim footballers have surprised in the Selvar Goa Professional League. The likes of Liston Cardozo, Akash Sanadi and Lloyd Cardozo have been extremely impressive in that Goan derby against Selgaonkar. Joyson chasing, but this is a good ball. Bevan DeMello coming forward. He's lost the ball there, the goalkeeper Preston. It's a beautiful ball played from Kirtikesh. This is Richard Cardoz with the shot! Richard Cardoz to walk out, but he did have that shot and got a brilliant save out of Preston Rego. Kirtikesh. It's a beautiful ball played to Latesh Manrikar. This is some much injected. Latesh Manrikar with the shot. It was beautifully played by Kirtikesh. What an idea of that ball given to. Looking for Bevan DeMello. And Prussell not at all happy with that decision. Shalom Perez, that's a good free kick. This is where strikers on their points. Bevan DeMello again, beautifully played. Preston Rego has lost that, and what a chance again. Danston Fernandez. Lokesh with a brilliant ball to Valmiki. This is a chance. This is, oh, what a goal! Panjim footballers are shocked. Dump over here. And that is surely to get in a spring in their step, and look at that pull from Latesh Manrikar, which will surely give him a yellow card from the referee. Yes, that is a yellow card for Latesh Manrikar. Referee finally blows half-time whistle, and what a half of football this has been for Panjim footballers. Akram blocks it, but Suraj Hatkonkar this time. This is Bevan DeMello, and finally Richard Cardoz just lays it on a platter. Bevan DeMello gets up and slots it past a team which is firing on all cylinders. This is Suraj Hatkonkar with another cross. What a save! And that is the second goal. Bevan DeMello, the captain. He has made amends for that early miss out in the second half, and Dempo Sports Club in the matter of 12 minutes. Danston blatantly pushes Akash there to give away the foul. Pedro Gonçalves with a good ball in, and that should be game, set and match for Dempo Sports Club. And there is the final whistle. A scoreline which read Dempo Sports Club 3, Panjim Footballers 1. The referees are all smiles, and they will be looking to keep their calm in this big clash here at the Dulles Stadium. It is a blockbuster encounter on a blockbuster Sunday for the people of Goa. They will be glued. And the referee blows the whistle to Alvarez. Early crossing, and what a chance! 40 seconds into that match, and that chance couldn't have fallen to a better man for Salgaonkar. Schmondal, left-footed cross in. This is a chance, and what a save that is from Jason DeMello. It wouldn't have counted anyway, but what a save that was. Creative in that attacking third. Selvin ends up fouling Stefan Da Costa. Kuldeep just apologizing to the ref. He knows he clipped. And the ball comes in. That has been punched out. Oh, that has been just missed by Selvin Miranda. Picks up the ball. This is Prathamesh Selvin again. Selvin tries to drive in. This is Saish Madan. Shot! That's a good effort. Salgaonkar racking up the shots on goal at the moment, trying to get those statistics up. This in the league so far. Selvin Miranda's corner comes in, and that is finally, not surprisingly, Salgaonkar Football Club have taken the lead with Stefan Da Costa. Stefan again, he gets it eventually. Being brought down by Sandwell, who will get that yellow card. That was more out of frustration than anything else from Sandwell. As the whistle comes in from the referee, it is half-time. Salgaonkar Football Club leading Vasco Sports Club 1-0. This is opened up for Salgaonkar with Valentino Nazareth on the right hand side. This is a chance, and it is the second goal! Look at this move right from the start, playing small triangles over there in the midfield region. Vasco Sports Club are being outplayed right now. Valentino's ball in, and the header comes in. This is a chance again. Kuldeep somehow gets the ball off, but it's not danger averted. This is Selvin Miranda getting into the box, takes the shot in, and it's deflected out. And this is a chance. This is a one-on-one situation. We'll get back to that. Believe it or not, Sanju Thapa has just saved Vasco Sports Club. Gets it in the form of Valentino Nazareth. Stefan shot! Surprised if I say Salgaonkar Football Club have scored the third goal. And then the celebration. Please it, and this is a chance again. Stefan, can he get his hat-trick? And he does get his hat-trick. Stefan Da Costa. And blows the final whistle. The scoreline at full time, it is Salgaonkar Football Club 4, Vasco Sports Club 0. In red and Tempo Sports Club in blue today. This is a very strong, a full strength Tempo Sports Club side, which has been put out there by Samir Naik. The same goes for Calicut Association. They've put out their strongest team outside. And there is the referee's whistle. Tries moving forward. Jumps into the challenge, and boy, that's a very, very early yellow card. Look at that. That is very dangerous from Krishnanath Shirodkar. Look at that touch from Steven DeMello. This is Richard Cardos. Cuts in, and then the left-footed shot has gone wide. Nixon's long ball. This is Siddharth Shirodkar. Wow! He has opened the scoring yet again. Can anyone stop this man at the moment? Look at this move now. Chaitan Dabolkar's crossing, and another chance. More tempo player for Gango Cardozo. This is Siddharth Shirodkar. Does well. Puts the cross in, and this is 2-0 to Calendar Association. Kwame Jr. with the movement. As Steven DeMello brings down Chaitan Dabolkar, who stayed on the ground clutching the back of his head. This is Chaitan. What a beautifully played ball. Look at this movement. Vineet's ball really pressing them high whenever they try to play it out from the back. Look at this ball from Chaitan Dabolkar, and then Vineet trying to cut it back. And as the referee brings the first half, as Calangute Association at halftime lead Tempo Sports Club 2-0. Plays in Kwame Jr. who heads it past Shalom Perez, and then takes a very, very good shot, which has been saved by Melroy Fernandez. And then Daryl's cross comes in and a diving header this time from Krishnanath, and Paramveer was diving in behind him. And look at this chance. This is Siddharth Kundekar! Has he got it through? And tries that cheeky chip over Melroy, who does well, and then Edwin Vegas clears that ball. They do, and that is the comeback! Suraj Hatkonkar does get it up and over the wall into the bottom corner of Paramveer's goal. This is Mark Jr. Mark tries to volley that in, and then the shouts go up, and Edwin Vegas gets the yellow card. And the final whistle goes from the referee. The Dempo player sink to the ground has beaten Dempo Sports Club 2-1 at full time. The teams are ready to walk in, led by the referees. The referees for today: Akash Telegu, Raja Peer, Devraj Tari, and fourth official Niazi Abu. The final huddle coming in from both teams. And there is the whistle. The long ball comes in, and that is a chance. Wow, that is almost into the back of the net from Janio. Joyson's ball comes in, and there is the flick on, and then Janio should have buried that. We've seen Goan football, but they come again. Savlon Cardozo, this is the cross in, and another miss. Savlon Cardozo. Leslie to Serino. Kapil Hoble. This is Delton Colasso. Switches the game beautifully to Wasim Inamdar. Wasim cutting back in. Lalram. Joybert. Joybert on his left foot, trying to twist and turn his way past Arvind Silva. Joybert still has the ball, plays it to Ivan, who spreads it wide, but easily dealt with by Clive Colasso. This is Cayetano Fernandez. Clive plays it back to Joel. Michael Silva. Played back to Joel Fernandez. FC Goa allowing Manora possession in their own half. This is Joel Fernandez. Joel to Clive Colasso. Clive to Aniston. Aniston plays it back to Michael. Youth Club of Manoras having possession in that defensive half. That won't really mean anything as Michael Silva's ball comes in finally for Jay, and the same old story of FC Goa winning that ball again with Leslie. This is Aniston. Plays it to Jay, but the referee blows his whistle for a foul on Aniston. This is Michael. Joyvin cutting in and then playing a pretty hopeless ball forward, which will be collected easily by Dylan De Silva. Dylan throws it wide to Serino. Serino plays a good ball to Delton, and then Aniston going straight into the gut of Christy Davis. Kapil Hoble, I think there. Yes, it is Kapil Hoble, I beg your pardon. There we see that foul again as Aniston going slightly high into the stomach of Kapil Hoble. And this is Ralte. Ralte's ball forward. This is Wasim Inamdar into the box. Wasim Inamdar's cross not good enough, but it'll still land with Delton with a beautiful turn. Delton Colasso, and again Luis Barreto, the savior for Youth Club of Manora, as Joyvin comes out with this throw. This is Arvind Silva. I don't quite understand why Youth Club of Manora are not really throwing men forward. However, this is a chance. Jay this time giving it away. How frustrating is that for Youth Club of Manora? They're not really doing anything at the moment. It's all FC Goa. It's almost like they're content with the 1-0 defeat here, Youth Club of Manora. They really have to up the ante over here. They really have to go for it if they want to trouble this FC Goa defense. And here is a chance to do exactly that with Nicholas Fernandez, Aniston Fernandez. And this is Arvind on the right hand side. The cross comes in, evades the lonely figure of Jay, and Ralte hits it off Cayetano for a throw-in. This is Ralte. And then Lalrem's attempt to keep that ball in has gone out for a throw-in. Clive Colasso. Jay losing out to Ralte, who plays it back to Dylan De Silva. Dylan comfortably plays it to Christie. You can see this is almost a stroll right now for FC Goa. Christie Davis with the long ball. This is Joel Fernandez. Christie Davis trying to win it back and wins the throw-in. Kapil Hoble. Lalrem. And the long ball from Leslie. Ralte's header goes straight to Joel Fernandez, who leaves it for Luis Barreto. Jay's flick on, looking for Nicholas Fernandez. And Dylan De Silva to Kapil Hoble. Severino Fernandez to Hoble now. This is beautiful football from FC Goa. And this is Delton Colasso. This is Joybert, who is in an offside position. A promising move from the Gauls coming to an end, because Joybert was in an offside position, as we can see from that replay. This is almost like FC Goa have already come for a practice match at the moment. Youth Club of Manora really need to up the ante over here. But FC Goa cannot take the likes of, and there is an attacking change. Arvind Silva is the man being taken off, and Rishabh Karapurkar coming in. And that is an attacking change, and that is intent shown by James DeCosta. He'll be hoping that Rishabh has a good effect on the game. We've not really seen the fight that we've seen from Youth Club of Manora in this league. Slightly subdued performance, but we can only hope that they can really come out strong in whatever time is left in this match. As Luis Barreto will take this goal kick. beg your pardon, the referee I think has given a foul. Or has he? No, the ball has been thrown back to Luis Barreto for a goal kick. He plays it quickly to Aniston. Aniston back to Luis Barreto. And then Barreto's ball to Clive. Clive heads it back to Joel Fernandez. And then Joel plays it long. This is Jay holding it up nicely. Plays it back to Nicholas Fernandez. They see a huge gap in that midfield region for Youth Club of Manora. It'll be interesting to see how a coach analyzes that game, because quite evidently there's a huge gap which is quite evident in that, in between that midfield and J, which has mostly kept him a very lonely figure up front. Jay Williamson. This is Lalrem over this free kick for FC Goa. Can Lalrem deliver some quality into the box? This ball comes in, and that is quality into the box which Wasim Inamdar fails to capitalize on. We'll see this again. That is well worked out from Lalrem, and Wasim Inamdar really should have done better as Cayetano Fernandez comes forward. This is Aniston. It's good skill from Aniston Fernandez, and takes that a little bit longer to release the ball. This is Aniston again. Frazier. Joyvin gets it back. Frazier, and then puts the ball in. This is a chance. Not quite in the end, as Dylan De Silva comes out and collects it. This is Sereno Fernandez. Sereno goes long. This is Joybert. Delton Colasso again, one-on-one against Joyvin. He's had a tough task at hand today, Joyvin, against the likes of Delton Colasso. We haven't seen those trademark overlapping runs from Joyvin either today. It's been a very, very planned tactical approach from FC Goa in today's match. Haven't allowed Youth Club of Manora anything really in this match, as the long ball from Michael looks for Jay, who has been shielded off easily by Delton, and this is Ralte right now. Leslie. Christie cannot get that under control, but eventually gets it back. And this is a chance. This is again Delton racing past his markers, and a brilliant save again. And this is, look at this, he's given it away, Joel Fernandez, and then finally cleared off by Manora with Cayetano Fernandez in control. But what a save again from Luis Barreto. He's really putting on a show right now. And the shot comes in again, and another save from Luis Barreto as he charges towards the referee. Not happy with the decision making. We'll see what they're exactly complaining about in Youth Club of Manora. Luis Barreto having a conversation with the referee, and getting a yellow card. The referee showing Luis Barreto who's the boss, but not happy with something there. Luis Barreto, he's made some absolute stunning saves so far in this match, and that save low down to his left hand side from Delton Colasso. Was absolutely magnificent from Luis Barreto, but he needs to keep his calm now. Manora cannot afford to lose him. He's already seen a yellow card. Lalrem with the corner, plays it short to Joybot. This is Lalrem, and then wins the foul. Manora, we've seen them losing their cool before, but they cannot afford to do that right now, because if they need to come back into this match, they need all 11 men to do that, and not 10 of them, as the referee is hit by the ball. We see a substitution happening for FC Goa. Wasim Inamdar going off, and Velroy Fernandez coming on
Substitution
for the attacking player.
Player out, jersey number 22, Wasim Inamdar. Player in jersey number 6, Velroy Fernandez.
Referee allows Youth Club of Manora to start proceedings. This is Joel to Michael. This is Aniston. Poorly given away by Aniston Fernandez, and this is a lot of space to work with for Ivan Costa. Ivan plays in Joybert. Joybert with the shot! Hits the side netting of Luis Barreto's goal. He should have done better again. Will he come back to rue that missed chance again? Joybert. There is that effort from Joybert which hits the side netting. He scored one goal, but Luis Barreto has kept Manora in the game so far. And as the game progresses towards the end, we might just see Youth Club of Manora putting on a better show than they have in the match. And this is a chance. Cayetano getting it under control. This is Cayetano Fernandez. Much better from Manora. Nelton Colasso shadowing Cayetano. This is Aniston. Clive Colasso playing it back to Joel. Michael Silva. FC Goa forcing Manora back into their own half. This is Joyvin. Joyvin does well against Velroy. This is still Joyvin. Marching forward. Joyvin, Carnero. Aniston Fernandez plays that through ball looking for Rishabh. The result being the same, it ends up as a goal kick for Dylan De Silva, who takes it quickly to Christy Davis. This is Ralte. Lalrem to Ralte. Plays it back to Dylan De Silva. Serino. Gives it away, Velroy. This is Joybert against Michael Silva, twisting and turning his way past the Manora players. Joybert wins the throw-in. This is Serino. Velroy leaves it behind for Joybert, who plays it back to Leslie. This is Ralte. Ralte's ball forward looking for Lalrem. Falls to Ivan Costa, who plays it back to Leslie again. Good spell of possession, just slowing the game down right now. FC Goa. Christy Davis does well to get past Frazier Castagna, and this is Kapil Hoble released on the left hand side. Kapil Hoble driving in, goes past Joyvin, and then a poor execution of the shot and poor decision making, one which wouldn't impress his coaching staff, as Kapil Hoble has stayed on the ground. Looks like a pulled calf muscle there, more like cramping up. Luis Barreto still having a go at the referee, maybe in better words right now than what he did a few minutes back. Kapil Hoble being stretched off by the medical team, and this is Michael Silva. Plays it square to Joel Fernandez. Joel to Clive. His game has been confined to that defensive half of MANORA. MANORA not really having possession in the attacking half of them, but they would really have to up the ante again to threaten FC Goa. This is Clive. Plays it back to Cayetano. This is Frazier. Aniston's pass to Nicholas has been intercepted. This is Joybot, I beg your pardon. This is Clive holding up play and then hitting it off Velroy Fernandez for a throw-in. Clive takes the throw-in quickly. This is Joel Fernandez. Michael Silva. Frazier plays it to Clive Colasso. Cayetano. There hasn't been much of an improvement with those substitutions for Youth Club of MANORA, but they've played a very predictable form of attacking game. They really need to change it up. It's always been that long path that they have taken and hoping that Jay will create some magic up front, and there you see that again, ball from Michael Silva to Jay Williamson. With the flick from Jay lands up with Dylan De Silva. This is Joybot. Lalrem Ruata. Velroy back to Lalrem. He's been stripped of the ball, and this could be a chance with Nicholas Fernandez charging forward, but he doesn't have support enough for him, and he has to go back to Aniston Fernandez. Frazier again being closed down. Clive to Joel. Michael Silva. It's almost like both teams are very content with what they have seen so far.
Substitution for FC Goa. Player out, jersey number 7.
And then another substitution happening for FC Goa.
Jersey number 2.
Delton Colasso being taken off, and left back Dishank Konalikar coming on. And Delton Colasso has put in a very, very impressive shift today for FC Goa. And the only goal of the match from Joybot coming from that mazy run into the box by Delton. And there we see the MANORA reserve players in the stands, and the people also behind the whole club coming so far forward, making their way into the Selval Goa Professional League. You could see Anthony Barbosa in the stands over there as well. As we now look at the big names in the stand, as we pointed out before, with Juan Fernando, Clifford Miranda and Derek Pereira all in the stands today for FC Goa. But coming back to Youth Club of MANORA, they are a new team. They are the debutants of this year's Silver Goa Professional League. A late entrance into the Professional League this year. They've put on a good fight against every single team that they have played against. Sometimes youthful exuberance has taken over, and they've made those silly mistakes which have allowed the other team to take advantage of. They've conceded those goals, but you see the margin of defeat hasn't been really much, and that is a big positive to take away for Youth Club of Manora. They've had their share of chances, which if they took it could have been a different story altogether for them, but it's still some time to go in the league, and they will be looking to make amends in the next few matches. However, this game is still not over against FC Goa, but we have to mention the support staff behind the scenes for Youth Club of Manora, which have made this happen, promoting youth talent all around, which is very important for the overall development of Indian football. Manora President Shrikant Sawant, Vice President Anthony Barbosa, who we saw on the stands, General Secretary Remy Barbosa, Media Officer Raymond John Mendes, and also must mention the financial support from Almasa Group, Roxer Group, and Alexia Reginald Lorenzo. As this ball comes in from Joybot, which has been headed out by Clive. This is Aniston Fernandez marching forward. This could be a chance. This is Jay on the run against Serino. What can Jay do here? Serino covering the ball well, and then Jay gets a throw in. That was a counter attack in which we finally saw some space injected into the Manora attack, as Christy Davis has stayed on the ground and would need some medical attention.
Substitution for Youth Club of Manora. Player out.
Clive Colasso is coming off, and Joliston Rubello
In jersey number 5.
coming on for Youth Club of Manora. Joliston, a slightly more attacking option for Manora. He's got a good left foot on him, Joliston. He can trouble any goalkeeper. We know the skill he possesses. And the clock is running down. It is 80 minutes played at the Dulles Stadium. This is Michael Silva. He puts the ball in. This is Jay. This is Joe Liston with the cross. This is a chance. Jay's header, and couldn't get enough behind that header. We'll see that cross again. And this is Joe Liston straight away called into action. We'll see this. That jump from Leslie just put Jay off enough for him not to get enough power behind that. Joivin. Frazier plays it back to Michael. And this is Luis Barreto. Joel Fernandez. Joel to Frazier. This is Michael Silva. FC Goa seem to be content with this 1-goal lead at the moment. We don't see enough intent of them coming forward. They know that Youth Club of Manora can be very dangerous when they want to be, and they do not want to take any risk at the moment. 3 points are all they need. This is Aniston Fernandez drops his shoulder, goes past the first defender, and then a very disappointing effort under the circumstances from Nicholas Fernandez. He should be doing much better than what he just produced out there. There was no need for that shot to be taken. Nicholas Fernandez. Joybert plays in Dishank. Dishank's cross in. Has evaded well by Fernandez and gone out for a goal kick, which is taken quickly by Luis Barreto. And this is Cayetano. Aniston Fernandez. Joybert being brought down by Aniston Fernandez, and Joybert has stayed on the ground this time. You can see that again, Aniston all over Joybert. And clear foul conceded by Manora. Joybert, the goal scorer of today's match, the only goal that has been scored against Luis Barreto today. He's almost looked unbeatable on goal today for Youth Club of Manora. This has almost been like FC Goa versus Luis Barreto. Pulled off some massive saves. Has kept his team in the game. This is Cayetano Fernandez. Aniston fouled by Kapil Hoble. This is Michael Silva. Joel Fernandez. Joel's long ball looking for Jay. Beautifully chested down for Nicholas Fernandez, who cannot get it under control. And the referee has blown for a foul. He was just holding on to that, looking if waiting for FC Goa if they could have taken advantage of that situation, but pulls it back for an FC Goa free kick. This is Leslie. Leslie's long ball. Michael heads it and cleared off by Manora. This is again a poor ball. This is Nicholas to Jay. What can Jay do here? Jay loses his footing there. The referee plays advantage, and then he lets the play continue and then doesn't give that foul again. And this is Lalrem. Christie to Lalrem. Savinho Fernandez. Savinho back to Dylan De Silva. Dylan's long ball, but cannot be kept in by Kapil Hoble. This is Joybin to Aniston. Aniston with a poor touch in the end. And goes out for another throw-in. This is Lalrem Ruata. This is Dishank. Dishank gets the throw-in from Rishabh. Kapil Hoble. Joybert hits it back straight to Luis Barreto. Don't quite understand what he was trying to do there, Joybert. This is Kapil Hoble, who heads it out for another Manora throw-in. And this is Joybert now. Another poor touch allows Joel to take control. Cayetano. This is Jay looking for that through for Rishabh, but again giving it away. This is Velroy. Back to Ralte. Leslie to Sereno. We see some intent and some pressing from MANORA, which has allowed that long ball from Dylan De Silva, but is being kept by Ralte. This is Velroy Fernandez, and he's luckily got past Joel Fernandez over there, and he's still going, and finally he gets the free kick, Velroy Fernandez, but Joel Fernandez is the one who's come out worse in that tackle. There you see, and why he's got come out was because Velroy's hip went into Joel's quadriceps.
Player out, jersey number 20, Joybert Almeida. Player in jersey number 11, Plan Go.
And Joybert coming off for Flan Gomez. Flan Gomez replacing Joybert. The only goal scored by the man Joybert. What can FC Goa muster of this free kick? Kapil Hoble standing over it. Kapil Hoble taking that free kick straight into the comfortable hands of Luis Barreto. This is Joliston to Joel. Joel's clearance goes straight, and this is a chance. And the cut back. This is Lalrem Ruata passing the ball into the goal. And this is game, set and match for FC Goa. The substitute having his impact right away as the first touch of his sets up the first assist of the game for him. Sets it up easily for Lalrem as Joel's clearance falls straight to Ivan Costa, who puts it through for Flan Gomez, who cuts it back for Lalrem, and it has been passed into Luis Barreto's goal, who has nothing to do apart from just stare at that ball, which is hit the back of his goal. You'll see that again. Joel Fernandez, very poor football from Joel Fernandez. The tired legs of Joel Fernandez almost giving up on that chase. You can see his heads and hands swinging in tiredness. And finally, a game which has been mostly a walk in the park for FC Goa has been put to bed with that goal from Lalrem. Dylan De Silva rolls it to Sereno. That's Ivan Costa, does well there. This is Kapil Hoble. Flan Gomez
5 minutes.
with a very, very elegant flick back. This is Velroy. Christy Davis. Flan Gomez has some flair about him, Flan Gomez. This is Dishank. We know what he's capable of on his left foot. He's got a good left foot on him. He's got some good crosses into the box prior to this match. This is Velroy. This is Dishank. The ball to Velroy. Tries to find Dishank again, but gets it back after a deflection. This is Lalrem. Cannot control it. Ivan Costa. Flan Gomez Cannot find Kapil Hoble. Rishabh wins it back. This is Jay. Jay's given it away straight to Dishank's shot. It has been sent into the stands by Dishank. This is Luis Barreto who will take this goal kick. Michael Silva's long ball. Jay chests it but goes straight to Kapil Hoble. This is Lalrem Ruata. Can Ralte keep this in? Yes, he can. Ralte being put under pressure by Cayetano. Calmly dealt with by Ralte. This is Dylan De Silva. Savinho Fernandez slips. This is Aniston. Nicholas Fernandez gives it away again. This is Velroy. Flan Gomez, and he's put it through. This is Flan Gomez, but Joe Liston does well, and Luis Barreto comes forward, plays it calmly to Cayetano. This is Nicholas Fernandez, and he really has been kept quiet in this game, and although he draws the foul in there from Lalrem, he's been a shadow of himself. We know what he's capable of from the previous games, but a poor game under the sun for Nicholas Fernandez. He would want to forget this game as soon as possible to move on to the next one. This is Luis Barreto. Luis Barreto's long ball ends up with Leslie Pereira. Leslie plays in Savinho. This is Lalrem. This is Dishank. Dishank moving down that left wing. Gives that cross, and this is a chance. Luis Barreto has lost that, but it has been cleared off by Joyvin, I think, or Michael Silva. We'll see this again as this ball comes in. Michael Silva is the man who clears that ball as Velroy tries to bundle it home from close range. This is another chance. Velroy Fernandez has been blocked. It was headed for goal. This is Cayetano Fernandez. Joliston Rebello. Nicholas keeps it in, does well. Looking for Jay. Jay's run onto this. And then Serino shoulder barges that big man. Very well defended from Serino. He's given it away though, but Aniston cannot get it under control. This is Christy Davis. This is Leslie. Christy again. Ralte. Flan plays it back to Christy. Almost toying with this Manora team right now, FC Goa. This is Christy Davis moving forward. As we come to the end of this game, almost, the referee having a look at his watch. Ralte, and the referee brings the Manora misery to an end at the Dulair Stadium. It has been a stroll in the park for the likes of FC Goa, and they keep their title hopes alive. They keep the chase on for the Selval Goa Professional League title, and they keep the pressure on the likes of Salgarkur Football Club and Sporting Club de Goa, as they have a few big matches in front of them. FC Goa, players just doing the fist bumps, more customary than the handshakes in today's post-pandemic football games. as the coaches have come out today, and Degi Cardozo is all smiles as he knows that his team has played a very, very professional game at the Dulair Stadium, and that has resulted in this full-time score today, where FC Goa have come out trumps against Youth Club of Manora, 2-0, as we leave you with pictures of the FC Goa head coach Derek Pereira and Clifford Miranda. We'll soon head to the highlights of the match.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match interaction here at the Red Stadium with me, Clinton D'Souza. It was a much-awaited game of the season, especially of this week and start of the week. FC Goa goes home marching on a winning note. First of all, many congratulations, Degi, to you. I first want to ask you, was there any pressure on you because the big boss, Juan Fernando, was also in the stand? So how did you take this match? Was there any pressure or how was it for you?
No, I feel there was no pressure. We got to know this before that the head coach of the first team is going to come down and to watch the match. The players were also ready. They were mentally very strong. That they also want to prove themselves. They want to get into the first team. Overall, even credit goes to the other team where they also worked hard and they were showing some. They had a good moves in the attacking third, but we were prepared for that and we'll be focusing on the next match. Will be on 18th versus Churchill.
Your next match is very quick out there. So what are the things that you will take back home from this match especially?
Yeah, the goals, and we have improved a lot in the attacking third. There is a lot of combinations play which is happening now. As build-up is very good. We are trying to build up from back. We are keeping possession in the middle third. And yes, we are working on the attacking third and now it's happening. And we are getting goals.
Is there something that you would like to say to your boys today on this win especially? Because your big boss was also there, everyone was there. So something that you would like to say for the boys out there?
Yeah, we need to keep that consistency, and they got to work very hard, and they know, as I said it earlier, they know what's the next level for them in FC Goa. Because we are focusing on development and as well as performance. So they have to be on their toes and just keep working hard.
Alright, thank you so much, Deki. Wish you all the very best. Well, that was the head coach of FC Goa. I also have one of their key player, that is Leslie Rebello. Leslie, what would you like to say first of all on your team's performance today? If you could just come a little closer.
Yeah, we played a good match. We need to improve more. We will try to improve in our next match.
We also seen that you are much more confident to have improvement in the next match. But what was the pressure on you playing today? Because the big boss Juan Fernando was also there in the stand. So what do you have to say on that, on your performance especially?
Yeah, we need to improve on our performance. Yeah, of course, the head coach was calm. So we need to come down and play our game.
Alright, thank you so much, Leslie. Wish you all the best. Well, that was the side from FC Goa. We'll go to the other side who gave a very good fight even for the last 90 minutes and the additional injury time as well. And I have with me the assistant coach over here. Coach, we have seen that your boys are known to improve every time and today also it was witnessed. But however, the execution of goals was not possible. So what do you have to say on that?
Yeah, we understand they have a very superior side. We missed a chance which we had to convert. But otherwise, overall, I think FC Goa played better. We have to improve in some places, and I think we need to study on that.
Something that you would like to take back from this match, especially is the improvement for the next clash out there.
Definitely, we will also go through the replay of this match. We'll see where we have lost, in which places areas we need to improve on, and hopefully we will come back strong.
Thank you so much, coach. Wish you all the very best. Well, that was the assistant coach of Youth Club Manora. I also have with me Aniston Fernandez. Aniston, we have seen that you gave one of your finest performance today, and we have seen that you caught everyone's eyes on you. So, however, you're not going home with a win, but what you would like to say on your performance today?
First half, we were like under pressure, and the second half we were gelling well, and missed passes cost us, and they scored the goal. Yeah.
We have seen that most of your boys' eyes were on the stands because we also know that head coach of FC Goa, the main head coach, was here. So was there any pressure on you as well as a player?
No, there was no pressure. We are a team. I told our team that we'll play together well because coach will watch us, and if we play well, we have a chance to play for ISL.
So you are aiming for ISL?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so as I said earlier, you are not going home with 3 points or with a win out there, but something that you would like to take back home from this match?
I would like to take back especially the second half. We were like building position. We were trying to score. For the next match, we will try our best to score goals, and yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, that's all we have in the post-match interaction here at the Red Stadium. We'll see you tomorrow for another big encounter between Kalangut Association and Cesar Football Academy. The kickoff at 3:45 here at the Red Stadium.